As we begin this stream, lots of things have happened, and I would like to introduce possible archivers of the future to what on earth has gone on, because I don't know. There has been lots of stuff. I started the stream as I always do without having done some of the stuff for it. Because it usually takes people a while to arrive, and you know that fills in that gap of nobody being around to chat while I set up everything. This time that didn't happen. I was setting stuff up and there were some community actions going on. I was fumbling about trying to sort some stuff out, and there were some noises in the ear that the ear could not catch. So let's go through them because it's pretty exciting. Almost immediately, it looks like Minimg gave out a gift sub, which is what we usually call it, which is brilliant. I mean, we love it when people do that. It's a really nice thing to do, and it also gives better return to moi, so appreciate that very much, and contributes to kindness and community and these wonderful things. So thank you very much for doing that. Then I am TKO3 cheered 35 bits courtesy of Ads for Bits, meaning it cost them absolutely nothing. So once again, thank you for that. Then it appears, if I'm correct, Minimg, who obviously just has absolute stacks, or is very generous, or both, well, clearly both, well, clearly the generous anyway, gave out another gift sub. Can you believe it? So Minimg now occupies the top of the leaderboard with a record 2 in one stream. That's pretty exciting there. And then Minimg, not content to stop there, cheered another 100 bits, which is another dollar's worth, and Minimg informs me that he pays for these bits as well, because unfortunately in the UK we can't take advantage of ads for bits. I plan to try VPNing it if the Azuma stream that's on at the moment is still going after this one, but it probably won't work. Then DJ gave out a community sub gift. I mean, I'm losing my voice. Let's have a hashtag stay hydrated. Well, right. DJ gave out a community sub gift, which was amazing. And then DJ cheered 100 bits after that. And while I was speaking through that list, Minimg has given another sub gift, which means, yes, indeed, that is 3 in one stream, which is quite incredible. How close are you to your next emote slot? I have another Twitch tab open. Let's check that right now. There's been some absolute things happening, right? That's pretty exciting. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn off channel points, because I said I was going to do that, but I forgot to do it. The next thing I'm going to do is go to affiliate, which is where we find out when we can get the emotes. We've got the slot available, ladies and gentlemen, and for the slot after that, we are at 32 out of 35 subscribers, so we're actually nearly there on that one as well. So it's pretty amazing, and I feel special from Cape Cool 10, who got one of those gift subs, so generosity all around, fantastic. Now, Wob Wob emote, now I hope so, right? I very much hope so. I can't do the computery design stuff. You've seen my drawings on the Battle Cats competitions, that's about the best art I can do, but I can't do computer art. So if it's made, that would be amazing, but until then, we'll have to wait to see if we get a Wob Wob emote. Sorry I missed it, how close? We are 32 out of 35 for the 4th slot, the 3rd slot is open. So, I mean, I would love a Wob Wob emote. I'm fully up for a Wob Wob. But we have had a very, very eventful start to this stream. I mean, people just throwing money left, right and centre before I've even started. Which, that combined with a commenter before on last video said, oh my... No, surely not. Can I finish my sentence? Oh, wow, okay. That combined with a comment on the last video that said, your content's bad now, it used to be good, I'm out, but didn't explain how I could have improved, makes me think that people are just throwing money at me to just make sure I don't actually purvey any content and then just go away. That's the best of all worlds there. It's like, stop it, Raggett. We must stop him from making content at all costs. And continuing to that effect, Minimg has done it again just after saying, oh, I'll take a relax. Yeah, right. 3 more gift subs. To Operation Balance, Dylan is back, and if Twitch chat would let me read it, T writes. Look at that. 3 more gift subs. That is just quite simply amazing. Minimg is an absolute legend, isn't he just? I mean, crikey, we've had some good events going on here. I was just eating Pizza Hut and now this happened. That sounds like a good evening, or whatever time it is for you. I mean, crikey. Them some absolute things have happened there. Minimg has actually got an extra special green gift sub icon. I'm going to screenshot that because that's pretty exciting. Whew. I'm going to put out a thanks in the chat. Pretty brilliant. That was quite remarkable there. Right. Typing a Reddit, we better inform the YouTube people that we're out and about. There's been some goings on, hasn't there just? Hasn't there just been some goings on? Okay. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! I don't know how it's possible, but I've just swallowed badly my tea. Now, I don't mean swallowing the wrong way. That's not what I did. It was before the drink makes that distinction between which pipe it goes down, the correct one or the incorrect one. It wasn't that. I somehow swallowed in an incredibly painful way. I didn't know that was humanly possible, but I found out to my rather immense pain. So there's some interesting biology factos for you there. Right, let's get a hack in. I'm doing this video up and appearing. Will you ever do sub-only chats? I mean, when we've got a conceivably large amount of subs in at one time, we could do. You took a big gulp of hot tea. It's not hot anymore. I don't think the gulp was that big. I mean, maybe if that's the only explanation, could be, but no, I mean, it wasn't. It's not hot at this point, so I don't know what was quite going on there, but it's pretty radical, man. Pretty radical. Right. Okay. Oh, there's been some events, hasn't there? There's been some absolute happenings. Right. Okay. Let's go down this ye olde menu. No, it's not made for kids, even though that's not your business, YouTube. Luckily, for normal videos, if anyone is wishing or to inquire about or wondering about the whole boycott thing, weirdly at the moment I am still able to upload videos via the classic uploader, which means I am currently still able to ignore copper declarations. I'm just using the new uploader for the stream notification in case I'm not supposed to have access to the old uploader and it arouses suspicion every time I do it. I do it as few times as possible. Right, okay, publish, here we go. So, crikey, that was quite eventful. And now that exists. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, some some absolute things happened there. Is Copper deadline end of 2020? No, I don't think so. It was supposed to be January the 1st of this year. And then the uploader was supposed to change by the end of March, but it isn't stopping me, which is good. So at the moment, I'm still able to upload videos in the way that I intended them to be uploaded. This stream is pretty poggers. I mean, isn't it just? It's pretty absolutely poggers. Poggers-tastic. I'm just going to drink the rest of my tea before it gets cold. It's a bit cold, but, you know. Crikey. We had some things happening there. Whew. Stay hydrated. You know it. You know it. Hashtag stay hydrated. Whew. Rip channel points. Yeah, I know. Yes. Get them gone. I must admit, I do like the fact they're gone now. They weren't doing us too well. Okay. You join me, ladies and gentlemen, in Rongo. Can you turn down music just a little? Oh, really? Okay. Fair enough. Didn't think the waveform was too high, but I don't think I can hear it in the same context you can. I can hear it, but it's very quiet for me. And obviously, I'm not hearing the output of my voice via the stream. I'm hearing my voice with my own ears. So I don't know how the audio levels correlate to each other. But anyway, this is the Rongo, which is the last level in Spring, Sprung, I think. And I'd left 3 stars of it a long time ago. For the reason that back then it wasn't leaderships, it was getting your energy back immediately. And obviously we were waiting for the right time to do that. Now that we've got leaderships, we can just go straight at it. So that's what we're doing here, getting the 3-star done. I think it's funny that the only panel for the channel, I like that, is the most efficient way to donate money. Yes, I think sometimes slightly selfish, and I could do with other panels if I could think what to put on them, and it was less cumbersome to put panels up on the Twitch channel. But also, I think it is useful if you plan to donate, knowing the most efficient way to do so, and how much of your money I actually get. Because, I mean, I assume you intend to donate it to me and not to Twitch. But actually, even if you did intend to donate it to Twitch, you could then find out the method that gave the largest proportion to Twitch, if that's what you wanted. Then that gives you that information. Hopefully it doesn't come across as like, give me money. It's more of an informational thing. I want to thank you very much for your beginner guide, even if it's been a long time since you last did it. You helped me doing Interfuture Chapter 2 Floating Continent and Moon. I also really want to thank you for your crazy cat compositions. I have the 4 first ones for now, but I've loadouts ready for the cow and the fish. Thank you very much. Even if I discovered your channel less than 2 months ago, you're a very nice YouTuber, very useful content. Well, that is very kind, and I am very glad that the beginner guide helped you. Excellent stuff. Whew. Right. Okay. Yeah. Whew. I still got a little bit of residual pain from that, from that awful tea swallowing. But there we go. Donations give 100% to Twitch Prime subs and bits split, if I remember correctly. Well, not quite. The panel explains, but I'll explain it in words also. So donations don't give 100% because of PayPal fees. If you donate $1 via Streamlabs, which for the sake of not getting outdone by fees, you can't do anymore, it has to be $2 at least, and $1 or less should be done via bits. PayPal will actually take 1/3 of that donation. It's a flat fee of 33 cents plus 2.9% of the transaction, which is really weird. But it basically means that given that there's a flat rate, the more you donate, the less the fees impact what you donate. So actually, if you donated $1, PayPal takes a huge amount of that. And someone who did donate $1, I refunded their money to them because I didn't really want PayPal taking that much of their money and thought it'd be fairer to just give them their money back. Bits, about 80% of that goes to me. Subs, roughly half. a little bit less for Twitch Prime, a little bit more for paid tier 1, and a little bit more than that for gifted sub. Wob Wob Emo is underway. DJ, I love you. Thank you very much indeed for doing your epic designage there. I have been trying to up my imagery skills. Basically, I mean, this is probably overdue telling you, seeming as I'm starting back in my university course again. Obviously, due to the whole, you know, what I shall not mention in case you're fatigued about mentions of it, we can't actually physically go there, so it's going to be online now. And given my degree makes use of Premiere Pro and that sometimes, we have been given Creative Cloud for free for this term. So what I'm doing is just trying to learn me some things on Photoshop mainly at the moment, because I know a few things about Premiere Pro, and obviously I've got iMovie, which is just better in every conceivable way. But I'm just trying to learn how to do images there. At the moment, I'm removing the background off Sakura and Hatsune Miku. And I'll put that up on Discord or something so that other people can use that when I'm done with that. I'm getting a bit annoyed with the brush tool. It doesn't seem to work. About the only thing that does work is actually the background eraser and the eraser. I like both of them. Like the cat, the eraser is good. It's a bit complicated for me. I kind of prefer Canva because it's simple, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and learn as much as I can so that I can have decent aptitude with it if I ever need to use it in the future. And I also opened Adobe Animate. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many Adobe things there are. Well, I didn't. I didn't realise there were quite so many, but there's a lot. There's a lot of Adobe things. And I made an awful broken animation that so far only DJ has seen. Hopefully I'll get better at that and make something that looks slightly less awful at some point in the future. But you know what certainly isn't awful? A gift sub. TheHumanOcelot has now gifted a sub, completing the tiers of 1, 2 and 3. The podium is now genuinely full of gift subs. TheHumanOcelot has gifted that tier 1 sub to 2 Antoine 21, and they have now given 2 gift subs in the channel. Thank you very much for doing that. Minimg, cheers a 100 bits as well. Again, whoops, I dropped my hype train fuel. I've turned off the hype train because it turned me into quite a greedy and bad person who just wanted more people to donate when it's absolutely your choice whether you donate or not. So I turned that off, all for the best, and I'm glad to not have it, to be honest. But thank you very much for cheering those bits, and everyone else doing all those things. Oh. Much kindness. I just to be clear though, I'm not suggesting that the hype train has that effect on other people. I've seen Minimg ascend to level 2 hype train with no desperation or no. I've forgotten the word. Coercing. There we go. I mean, he did it like a gentleman, and we got him to level 2. I say we got him. I used my Twitch Prime sub, that was it. I just don't think I did very well with it. Made me quite selfish, I thought, so I've turned that off. But, I mean, your generosity is incredible and amazing. I'm just going to crack out my keyboard again, just to take a screenshot of the podium of gift subs, which is pretty exciting. Looks like DJ was so amazed by my my epic animation that I sent him that he hasn't mentioned it. Okay. Well, that's Rongo done. Fun fact, Regit. I followed your moon starting strategy, but my Sakura Miku cheesed the Valkyrie by how much she got knocked back by the sniper. Crikey, I mean, what does that even mean? I assume that a good thing happened, so that's great. Oh no, DJ, I'm not criticising you for not talking about my animation. I just wanted to talk about it again so I could segue into the same conversation. I very much appreciate your work on the Wob Wob emote, and please continue with that. No, I mean, I wanted to talk about that because, I mean, obviously, again, I say again because the last time I mentioned it was a long time ago, but animation's difficult, right? I mean, it's a pretty amazing art, and people who succeed in doing it are amazing. And I found that out just by trying to create the bouncing ball animation, which is the first thing that it asks you to do. I mean, crikey, you know, there be some things, I tell you, there be some things. Other things that I intend to give a go to are trying to understand clipping masks in editing, because it's like a top tier edit, which iMovie laughs in the face of. I mean, how would you do that in iMovie? You can't. But I'm gonna have a look at what that is and what you do. Because I was watching, it's a BBC Two series. It's very good. It's called Race Across the World, and in it, in yesterday's episode, they had some titles. They put titles up to explain what place people are in currently, and they had these amazing things like making the title go behind a waterfall, or making one of the letters go behind a high building. And I was amazed by that. I thought, oh, your boy needs to ascend and be able to do that. So I'll have to see if I'm able to do that. For now, I'm pretty clip masking. Did I not say masking correctly? I probably didn't. Probably just said clipping or something silly. But yeah, masking. I'm going to try and learn the ways of the editing samurai, and also. Yes, no, that's it. I was just going to make a general point about how all this Adobe stuff's very complicated and I can't do it. So anyone else who can't do it, join the solidarity train. That's the only train we got going in this Twitch channel. Oh, heck yeah. So, I've been asked to give a go to Baron Seal Strikes. And all I know is that it has a lot of content attached to it. Oh, hang on a minute. Look at this. Oh, no, hang on. I didn't read what it said. No, I didn't. I didn't read what it said. No. No. No, I didn't. Oh, no. Oh, Nightbot's been used. Hi, Nightbot. Don't see Nightbot around much. It said, after the first stage, you need to wait. Reggie, you must wait 30 minutes to play the event again after you clear a stage. Oh, okay. So what we're saying here is that it's an incredibly impractical event stage. It isn't one that you can just do once and that's it, fair enough. And it isn't one that appears several weeks apart. No, it appears in intervals completely impractical to you going about your day. I mean, that sounds to me like Ponos have been like, all right, boys, Legend Quest was a success, and just to interject, yes, I think it's a good idea. Though personally, don't like playing it. It's a good idea. What other niche can we investigate? Oh, I know. Stage limitations. But, like, let's make it so it's impossible to have a coherent playing session. Massive lads. I mean, I guess you got to try these things, and I've got to try these things before I knock these things. So, yeah, sure. I will certainly give the first stage a go, given that that's all I can try. See, I thought that what people were saying and what the message said before I clicked away from it without reading it was you have 30 minutes to do all of the stages. As an aside, is that not an interesting thing that could be done? A time limit to get the whole thing done? Oh, crikey. Bonjour. I know you have event stages that last a certain amount of time, but a bit more tight than that and based on when you first beat the first level. Interesting? Perhaps. But that's it, right? So is there a new kind of message here? Yeah, stand by. Okay, so it's a vessel, right? It's a vessel for a new kind of timing feature. And that's understandable. That's fair enough. Although I'm not going to be, tuning in exactly when the stage allows me to do it again, it is certainly interesting that this feature's been introduced, and I'm sure it can find interesting use within other levels. And hey, it was pretty easy as well, so that's great fun. What the heck is that thing stuck on Baron Seal's chest? It looks like Tony Stark's whatsamajig, doesn't it? His thing is like is solid state drive, because it wouldn't be a hard drive. It's too advanced for that. Is it floppy disks? I can't answer your question, Tony. I'm too slow. Like that. It's like that, isn't it? Maybe that's what it is. There you go. Okay. Right. I guess. Well, you see what I realise here is that both of these levels are difficult ones that I don't want to do. Do you need Twitch Prime to gift subs? I don't believe so. I think you buy a sub, but you buy it from a certain menu that allows you to gift it to somebody. That means that I get a higher cut, a higher percentage cut of what you spend, and it's an incredibly generous thing to do. But obviously up to you what you do and whether you donate in any way at all. Arc Reactor, that's what it's called. Oh, I see. I'm watching Agent Carter at the moment. Just started it. Quite enjoying it actually. And that's got some older timier Starks in it. It just made me think of that when I saw the seal. So I was happy that I managed to get that reference in. But yeah, that's his name, right? Okay. Top right of the stream, subscribe. If you're already subbed, it will say gift a sub. Yeah, I think I've got that. I don't know whether it's just inviting me to pay for a gift sub or whether I have one that I can give to people, but it's been saying that to me, so that's quite exciting. Chawsy cheesed it and didn't beat Bottom of the Swamp. Is this how not to play Battle Cats? He's got some fat stacks of views on that one. Is that what it was? I didn't see it, unfortunately. That makes it sound like it flew past like an unidentified flying object. I could just go and watch it. But I know nothing about these levels. And I don't like cheesing levels. I mean, I'm sure you know that. If you've known me for any length of time, you know that. Oh! You know what you can do on Twitch? You know what you can do on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen? And you know what I like doing on Twitch? You can manage a poll. I'm doing loud clicks for effect. I'm not sure why. Ban people. Brilliant. Blue Impact, I'm going to announce, is typing with Regit, because whatever I do, it can be heard. So I might as well type really deliberately loudly to be very exciting, rather than trying to type quietly and just it sounding bad. Just pretend I'm doing it for effect. like typewriter style. You know, I'll probably destroy my keyboard doing this. Right. Okay, here we go. Oh, we can do a 10-minute poll now. It's very exciting. Okay. The type is up. The type is up. No, it's a poll. I'm getting too involved with my my typing there. It's good fun. We like typing. Do you have all Cats of the Cosmos treasures? Not quite. No. Quite a few of them though. Actually, you know what? Let's investigate. Right, that's something we can do. I'll do that right now. Oh, hang on. I'm going to ascend. Right, okay. So, I don't know if any of you have been on Twitter, but recently I said I was going to do something this stream, and that is play a VT, otherwise known as, I don't know, it's genuinely confusing what it actually stands for. I'm still not sure, and I mean, I'm supposed to know what one is. Sort of a video that's already pre-made and edited, though this one's just a clip, that you put in to live broadcasts. Like when someone doing a live broadcast said, this is how I got on with that earlier, or I don't know, Top Gear or the Grand Tour. This is what Richard thought of the Crashmobile. Like that. Premiere? No, I don't think so. This is not like a YouTube or Twitch thing. This is like a broadcasting thing. Anyway, VT genuinely stands for videotape. Something about what they used to be. But obviously they're not videotapes now. My point is that I'm going to queue one. And I hope you'll like this. And while I queue it, I will have a look in Cats of the Cosmos and see what treasures I have. So, here we go. So, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to, actually, instead, pause the music. There we go, because it's got sound of its own. So, they say, QVT. I'm going to do that. Move the VT up above streaming background. Close the iPad, and the VT is queued. You should now be able to hear it. And allow me to, while I have a look in Cats of the Cosmos, introduce what the VT is of. This is of the Uncanny Legends level, Palcaccio Waters. And this was the original strat that I went into it with. And when I did it, I didn't manage to do it. But I gave it another go with that exact same slot, with that same energy spent. And after a little bit of trial and error, we managed to get the slows and the freezes that we wanted. And as you can see there, the level actually got did, which is pretty exciting. So, that's looped around now. So we'll just put that down there, bring this back up, and I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, my VT there was overshadowed by the draw in the poll, which is brilliant. Oh, we got some noises in the air, genuinely, from DZ1002. Hello, Reggie. Hello to you. I don't know why I say hello. My voice just dropped into an ooh. Hello. DZ1002. Thank you very much for those 100 bits. That is very kind of you. Anyway, did you like my little VT there that I put in? I thought I'd try my hand at it, and it worked all right. It was relatively intuitive to put in, and as you can see, it worked. And that means I can now introduce little segments of video into the stream to show off things that have happened outside of streams that I'm not going to put into a video. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, and I hope it's not because you feel forced into saying that you did. So, yeah, that was that. Isn't that cool? Video insert? I think there's there's a cause for it to be called that. It's not actually called that because I looked this up because I didn't know. After learning what it was and what it did, I didn't actually know why it was called that. It's called a videotape because that's how they would previously put those sort of pre-recorded segments in. They would play, I guess, a physical videotape, and they've never changed the name. That's what they seem to do in film and TV. They just keep things the same name, even though they're definitely not that anymore. So it is called a videotape. I like to call it a video transition, and video insert is probably a better name for it. But hey, that's what it was. So this is a treasure that we've like almost got. But before that, we have got more noises in the air from DZ1002. 100 bits again, thank you very much. I didn't get to vote, but Slime Cat's cooler than Super Cat, so Swamp is a go. I assume that was just corrected from Swamp to Swarm. Swamp, yeah? I assume so. Right, anyway, yeah. That missing treasure kind of bothers me too, right? Doesn't it just bother you? Red rectangle, I'm not sure I've got there yet. We've got this one though, and yeah, we got the first one. So we got the yellowy one. Slime is from Old Queen. Alright, well I don't know anything. And there's a whole one that I don't have. So we're actually not that far through. Oh wow. Wait, Titan. Do I not have all of my superior treasures? I'm sure I've done these levels! The absolute shame. The absolute shame. Shameful. Shameful, right? Isn't that shameful? That's pretty shameful. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put that absolute shame to rights. Because what do I always say to people on the beginner guide videos? I say, get your treasure amongst other things in a lovely copy and paste paragraph that sometimes helps people. I put effort into that copy and paste paragraph. It's now as svelte as possible. Lots of word efficiency in there. It suggests lots of things. But then, myself, you spoon indeed, I have the utter shame of not having done the treasure on Red Rectangle. What an absolute scumbag I am. Let's put that... No, stop. Let's put that to rights immediately. I can't use a single bit of my Okay, right. What are the conditions? Normal, special, uber rare. Well, okay. Let's do that because, well, people who've seen the video will know what that's from. Filter. Usable. Okay. Right. Oh, crikey. Okay. Special. No. Oh, because it. No, not okay. So, rare? I've forgotten already. No, not rare. Cause it's special. There we go. So, it's a good start. It's a good start. What are you talking about? I'm just going to put some random things in for now. And we'll see how we go. When I was looking at initially at the comments on that video, infinite questions arose. I quite liked the play on words of the title, but I saw someone in there just thought I'd spelt it wrong. Did anyone who went to watch the video think, I get it, when they saw the thumbnail of the two singers? Or did everyone just think I couldn't spell? Wondering what you thought there. Quote from YouTube video comment, I recommend looking to get all superior treasures before that level. It will make it easier for you. Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing that I'd say, to be fair. Infinite power. Infinite pleasure. No, I shouldn't have said pleasure. It began with P like power and I was trying to get a word in. Infinite contentment. There we go. I'm glad people got the title. Thank you very much for that. I was quite happy with it. Those are my Photoshop background removes as well. So I hope they don't look bad. I've given it my best shot, steadily making the background moving even better. If you are able to, with any image editing program you have, remove backgrounds, honestly, right? For me anyway, Infinite Treasure's probably better there. Very therapeutic, removing backgrounds. Like, even when it gets a little bit finicky, it's infinitely calming to just move your little eraser along the lines of blue or whatever that's around the outside of the image you want to remove the background of, and make it crisp and clean and fantastic. It's really actually quite nice to do, and doesn't require much knowledge of Photoshop, which is why I'm able to do it. Oh no, people are remembering me saying infinite pleasure. That's just that was an unfortunate phrase that just I instantly regretted using. Oh well. I mean, most people say that when it comes to something offensive they've said, but I just know I'm just going to have the mick taken out of me for saying that. Oh, don't encourage someone to clip it, DJ. You're saying someone will clip it. Well, they will now, won't they? Eraser, a good cat and editing tool. I feel like that could be on one of those motivational posters saying that, to be fair. Jewel Island? Can't do Jewel Island. We can't... Oh, of course we got basic cats. Infinite power. Alright, of course I've got the normal dragon, so don't need to worry about that. I don't know, I'll probably just use Mohawk. I barely ever do, but it's probably more sensible to do that. Okay. What does everyone think of that? Remove, like, bomber. Okay, could do that. Yeah, that could be done. Fair enough. And then, what we'll do, because we love the meme factor, is, there we go, break out both my boys. Have you checked what enemies are in the level? Ah! Look at you lot, absolutely on it. Of course I can do that, because I've done it. Let's have a look. Oh, no, it's Little Boy. Oh, Reds. Okay. Thanks for reminding me of that. Okay. So both of the duet girls can find use. I might replace Abrahama because the stuff there doesn't look very up close friendly. So let's filter red. Look through them. I'm feeling Peach Devils, you know? I like Peach Devils, it's pretty good. Okay. Abraham can destroy the Cyclone? Indeed. But maybe Meek Shield and Dragon can as well, and I know it can, but it might not go well, and if it doesn't go well, I'll just be quite embarrassed. So that wouldn't go very well. Oh, White Rabbit! Oh, okay, I will permit the this is what works, to just do that and stop infuriating me with your uselessness, because it is a great meme value cat. Our +2, and we haven't used it in a while, so let's give it a go. Red rectangle with a treasure radar to address my endless shame of not having got the treasure in it. I can only think I deliberately left it out to not get the treasure, but why would I do that? Why would I not let myself get treasure that everyone else has and everyone else is usually asking whether I have? I can't imagine that I would have done that. So it's just a bit peculiar. I mean, you know, in the words of that bloke from The Princess Bride, it's inconceivable that I would have done that. There we go, film reference. Look at me, I am a man of culture as well. So, we're going to address whatever on earth I deliberately or did not deliberately do, and get ourselves some treasure. How do you feel about the Miku collab? I love it. It's great, honestly. It's so happy and uplifting and joyful, and you know, I could do with a bit more of that in my life. Because as people say, "Oh, Reggie, you're miserable." Well, not with the Hatsune Miku collab. It is great fun. I very much like the music. I mean, you're right? I haven't got my Ubers out. What have I done? You can't go wrong with a bit of Senbon Sakura, can you? It's just great. What has also happened here is me being useless. I was just mindlessly putting stuff out, and you can really tell because I don't know what I've done, but the warping has just meant we're just defeating one horns over there, which is going to work out really badly for them because we're going to get absolute stacks from doing that, and then we're just going to defeat these ones down here. So I think despite my lack of planning in early battle, it's not going to matter because these alternative dual islands are going to absolutely destroy you all. So, White Rabbit, if we are able to save up a little bit of the old money, okay, the one horns didn't die, you are soon going to be joined by Hatsune herself, because she is effective against red, right? That's a thing. It's a thing. You're weakened. Look at you, just absolutely sorting them all out. It's pretty good. And if we got the dosh for it, which we should, after killing the boar, we're gonna crack out Sakura and have a duet of wonder. And here we go. There they are. Let's do it. They can actually be useful now because they're allowed meat shields. I mean, to tell the truth, I was like, I'm going to get both these units out and they're going to beat this level and it's going to be thematically brilliant for this video. That is the reason why I kept mentioning thematics. So I was sort of taking the mix slightly because my idea had completely been scuppered by the fact that you're only allowed one unit. And as someone very astutely pointed out, I should have known that because I'd done all the other duel stages. But it hadn't occurred to me at all. So there I was with one unit at a time, knowing it wouldn't work, trying to make it work. And I thought maybe that was the reason why the person who said, I've had enough, I'm out, your content's bad, thought it was bad. But then I thought, I don't know, maybe it's possible to make something people will enjoy out of a concept that wasn't going to work all that well. I guess the jury's out on that one. You'll be able to tell me or think to yourself whether you thought that worked or not. But whether that worked or not, we got superior geometry and we got our Phoebe barrel, which is all we wanted. Hatsune Miku is what it's all about, the rest is trash. Chawsy. Chawsy's right. I need to get up in that Chawsy content and find out all the other truthful things that he said. Speaking of like good content, I recently, because it was uploaded today I believe, happened across a video by the very nice Tom Scott. Don't know if any of you watch Tom Scott. I'd recommend you do if you don't. Very intelligent, mild-mannered, lovely man. He made a very interesting video today about what are called infixes, and specifically expletive infixes. And I think it was just a wonderful video. About 4 minutes long. I'd highly recommend it to you. And I better recommend myself some Chawsy content to go and watch. And the question, how's your day going? Well, it's gone well so far. The main things I've been doing, I've been finishing off an essay I need to submit. I've been through Photoshop settings, because honestly, like, if I could give a tip, it would be, for things you don't understand or things you do, go through the settings, every single setting, and you will find features you knew nothing about and that help you inordinately, and it actually sort of teaches you about how to use the app. Going through settings is just a brilliant way to familiarise yourself and optimise it for you. So I went through all the settings in Photoshop, reduced the amount of CPU it could use, and now I think it actually runs properly. And I shall be looking at some more Adobe-tastic stuff. And then I came on the stream, and then, well, heck, there's been some things. There's been lots of generosity, and I thank people immensely for all of that. I am very grateful indeed. So that brings us up to the present, where I have purged my shame. Not by participating in any kind of purge, but by getting the treasure that I needed to get. As I tell people to get, quite correctly, you need to get your treasure. I got my treasure as well. And now I've got one more fully formed treasure before we push on with the rest of Cats of the Cosmos. But I have to push on to the land of quietness now, for it is, as people correctly suggest, 10 PM BST. But don't think that will let DJ Cat get away without hearing the wobs. As I bid my personal audio goodbye, we're gonna ramp up some wobs. And I apologise for doing this, DJ, because I shouldn't really. But it's quite funny. I'll see you all soon. Thank you ever so much for your generosity this stream. It's been great fun.